Hey, Coach Miller here, and today we're gonna get in the weight room for a leg workout. But real quick, if you like my videos, just subscribe right below. You'll get updated when new ones come out. I'm gonna try to put out a bunch coming up, whether we're gonna be in the weight room, on the lacrosse field. I'm gonna be talking about becoming a better student, stuff like that. Also, if you want, click subscribe to get on my email list. I send out articles every week and stuff and more information in addition to the YouTube videos. All right, so here we go. Let's get in the weight room right now. All right, with every BTB lift, we have a warm up. I love to knock out a lot of pull-ups. So here we're just gonna start with some weighted pull-ups. So you get a belt with a chain attached to it, strap in a weight, do as many as you can. This is a 45-pound weight, so I can only bang out like 3 to 4, and then I'll bang out the rest non-weighted to finish off the set of 10. After pull-ups, we're going to go into 25 push-ups, and then after push-ups, we're going to go into 10 L raises. Like I said before, I do 5 rounds of these to get into 50 pull-ups, 125 push-ups, 50 L raises. After we bang out these 3 exercises, we're going to move over and do some jump rope for 3 minutes, or you can also add a station to the warm-up and just do 1 minute to get a total of 5, based on however you want to do it. So in this particular warm-up, like I said again, we have pull-ups, weighted, push-ups, L raise, jump rope, and that's it. And then after we finish that, we will begin our lower body lift. Next up, we got a minute jump rope. So I got my timer right over there so I can keep an eye on what's a minute. Here we go. All right, like I said, we have 5 rounds of this, so get the 5 rounds in, and then we'll get into the core of the leg stuff. Here we go. All right, so we got a nice little lather going after the warm-up. Like I said, do 5 rounds. You should be feeling good, nice and pumped up, ready to go. I'm a big advocate of spending 15 to 20 minutes with that warm-up. I wrote an article about it. You can see the link right in the description of this video after I read Arnold Schwarzenegger's book, and he was talking about when he was young and training and how his big-time competitor, Sergio, would do 200 pull-ups as a warm-up. After I read that, I was like, oh man, I gotta start doing more pull-ups. So I've been doing it since September 2020, and I feel a fundamental change in my total body strength, and I highly recommend you as a lacrosse player, you as somebody trying to get fit, do the same exact thing. All right, with that being said, we're gonna move on to single leg split squats. And I'm gonna show you elevated right now because it makes it a little bit easier. And like I said, I follow Ben Patrick's Knees Over Toes program. I'm a subscriber. I email with him, try to email with him once a week, asking him questions about certain stuff. And I've been doing his program for like over 1.5 years. My legs feel phenomenal, and I think 100% these exercises apply to lacrosse players if you want to move quick, feel great, and eliminate knee pain. So we're going to start off with a single leg split squat. Elevated. So here I'm just going to get a bar, load it in the front position. We're gonna go 5 rounds, okay? Right now we're doing with 0 weight, elevated. You wanna get your knee out as far as possible. You basically wanna cover your calf with your hamstring if you can. You wanna keep your back leg straight, and you wanna keep your front heel on the ground if you can. You can go more elevated if you need to start. Ben, if you see in his YouTube videos, can get extremely far out. Mine's getting better. This exercise took me a long time even to get to this mobility. Then again, I'm probably younger than you as an aspiring lacrosse player looking to play college lacrosse. Even with just the empty bar at 45 pounds, you're feeling it. So we're gonna do 6 there. 6 to the other leg. Try to get that knee as far over your foot as possible, over your toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, next up I want to show you a weighted version, still with your front foot elevated. So I'm just going to put not a ton of weight on either side, just 10s. And we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to get right into it. Not a lot of downtime. This lift shouldn't take too long if you bang it all out. Start with the left foot again. Now we got a loaded bar. You want to keep your shoulders back while you're going down, big chest. 2, 3. 6 there. 6 to the other leg. All right, there's loaded with elevation. Now we're going to take it to the next step, which is loaded with no elevation. This is going to be a lot more hard, so we'll see what we can do. 6 each leg again. As you can see, I'm feeling it. Try to keep that back leg straight, shoulders back, front heel on the ground. 3. 2. If you don't have a bar at home, you can just use 2 dumbbells by your side. Do the same thing. You can hold a dumbbell right there in front of you. A lot of different options you can use there. I want you to do 2 more sets to get to 5. After that, we'll move on to the next stage in our leg workout. So you banged out your warm up, front-legged split squats. You should be feeling real good by now. Those front-legged split squats get difficult, especially when you get to set number 5. Now we're gonna bang out some stuff that rarely you see in a lot of college weight rooms and high school weight rooms. I only discovered working on the tibialis through Ben Patrick knees over toes. And what I'm doing right now is I have a Nordic strap, which I'll explain in another video. Ben has one too that explains it. I'm strapping a dumbbell to my foot. Your tibialis is the muscle right in front, basically right along your shin, and it's responsible for like deceleration. Ben talks a lot about how coaches these days always talk a lot about acceleration, but we never focus on deceleration where a lot of injuries occur. And I've never really seen people focus on the tibialis as much as Ben. And I've been doing, like I said, for a year and a half, and it feels phenomenal. So right now all I'm doing is my knees straight, and it's against the bench. And I'm going down as far as I can, and I'm pulling up and I'm squeezing. And I'm basically gonna do this to failure. I've gone up in weight over the last year and a half that I've been doing this. Right now I have a 20-pound dumbbell. I'll probably do it about 15 reps or so, till I can't do it anymore. Take it nice and slow. You wanna work full ranges of motion, and then eventually you're gonna not be able to do it anymore. And right there, I'm at failure. So then once I get to failure, I'm just gonna swap it out to my other foot and do the same exact thing. I highly, highly, highly recommend lacrosse players start focusing on their tibialis. Like I said, I didn't even know it existed until a year and a half ago, and I've been in college weight rooms and varsity weight rooms for over 20 years. And even in the year and a half that I've been doing it, I see a huge difference. And even like when I look at my flexion in the mirror, I can see the actual muscle. And my knees feel better. My whole legs feel better. And as lacrosse players run around all the time, it's an important muscle. So do the same thing. It's gonna go to failure, probably about 15 or so. I want you doing 3 rounds of this. Probably got about 1 more. We're gonna superset this with calf raises. In calf raises, we're gonna pause at the top and pause at the bottom. You could do calf raises a variety of ways. Right now, what we're gonna do, I just put a plate on the ground so I can get elevated a little bit, loaded the bar, I'm gonna get under it. It's gonna take a little bit of balance too. We're gonna go all the way down, all the way up. Like I said, it's gonna take a little bit of balance. When you go all the way down too, you can actually feel it. When you squeeze it at the bottom, you can feel your tibialis as well. Ben talks about this. Go to failure. Depending on how much weight you have will dictate how many reps you do. All right, so 3 rounds of both of those, and then we'll finish off with some core.